welcome to part 3 of the celebrity makeover. So I'm using my right eyebrow to demonstrate to you guys how you can make those adjustments. Now, obviously, Charlize Theron is just beautiful, right? So she can have skinny brows, a little uneven eyebrow, and I think she still will look really pretty, right? So, but you can use a little bit of fuller eyebrow, right? If you have these eyebrows and you can relate to her brows, then this is the brow video for you. It's a very simple fix. Now, if you have that shape and it's just thinner, but you want it to be fuller, this is what I mean by it's very simple. All you have to do is literally draw around the whole eyebrow. And what do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to use the brow powder, and I do have a brow tattoo, an old brow tattoo. So it's been microbladed, gosh, I don't know how many times. So, but it's faded enough to where I can put some concealer on. So that's what I have. I have concealer over my eyebrow. So it's going to be really dark. It's the shape that I want to demonstrate for you guys. So this is where the adjustment comes in. So look at your eyebrow and follow along with me. Now you can use a pencil. Again, I'm just using a brush so I don't disturb the concealer. Okay, so how do you go around the eyebrow? Well, it doesn't matter how you start, just go around it. I'm just going to go right underneath, not too much, because if you have a lot of space on your eyelid, then you can go pretty low. If you don't have that much space on the eyelid, especially when you open your eyes and the front of your brow bone is a little lower, you don't need to go that low here, just a tiny bit. And so I'm just gonna, just out of demonstration, I'm just gonna go a tiny bit. I can definitely go a little lower, but so that you guys can see, I'm going right underneath what you guys have already, okay? So I'm gonna go around it. Now on the top, now depending on how much space and how low the eyebrows are, and depending on how much of a brow lift you want, you can go a little higher on the top. Above that first line, which is your eyebrows, and go right above that, and go higher and higher. And then you're just, see? So if you can look close enough, you can see 3 lines going around the first line, which is your eyebrows, right? Or maybe a pencil or powder, the way you drew it in, you just go around that. So the easiest part, of course, is filling it in, right? So I'm going to just fill in the eyebrows. So I'm almost done filling them in. Now, typically when you do the front, it can get really dark and boxy, right? So never forget the spoolie, because the spoolie really just tones everything down, especially up in the front. Because the front is where you don't want it so dark, and you don't want it so square, right? So you're just combing it very lightly. You don't want to press so hard because you can pull out an eyebrow hair or 2, so be very careful. Now, this is where you can use another brush. I almost always use the brush 18 by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and just go around the edges to just clean it up and make it look like a professional. You guys can look like a pro by just cleaning it up. Of course, I had that concealer on, so that's really that's why I need it, just to clean out the edges. Pretty good, right? What do you think of the before and after? Now, she still is pretty, right? She still looks good, either with a thin brow or a little fuller. But if you do have that thin eyebrow and you want a little fuller, this is the technique you guys want to use, right? So let me know, and let me know if you tried it out. Thank you.